Listen. An angel came close enough to feel like a breeze touching your face. It did not shout. It did not demand. It leaned in and showed you a scene, soft as a film. The angel did not say every reason with a single word. Instead, it showed many small reasons, each one a light on a dark path. The first light was that your meeting was not an accident. The angel wanted you to know this plainly. You were placed in that person's path on purpose. You might remember how you first saw them, a flash in a crowded room, a smile in a line, a voice on the other side of the street. It might have been ordinary, a bus stop, a coffee shop, a hospital waiting room. Angels favor ordinary places because those places hide fate in plain sight. They guide feet, not by force, but with tiny nudges. Look this way. Step there. Stay a few more minutes. An angel is not loud. It uses small signs. The angel showed me frames, like a memory. The first frame was you, worn, hopeful, holding secrets. The next frame was them, carrying their own quiet pain. Between those frames, the angel pointed and said, "That space is where life happens. That gap is where a truth meets you." Sometimes that truth is gentle. Sometimes it is sharp. But it is always meant to move you forward. Perhaps this person is a mirror. Angels use mirrors often. A mirror reveals what you hide from yourself. When you look into the mirror they hold up, you may see small things. The way you flinch when a hand comes close. The habit you use to protect yourself. The kindness you forget to give to yourself. Mirrors are not cruel. They simply show. Angels send mirrors so you can finally meet your own face without excuses. When a person makes you feel small, or proud, or brave, listen. That feeling is a reflection. Maybe they are a healer. Angels love to send healers. A healer is not always a doctor. Sometimes, a healer is someone who knows how to listen when your heart is raw. Sometimes, a healer brings a bowl of soup, a warm text, a presence in the night. Healing rarely happens in a single day. It is slow. It often comes from someone staying. If you meet someone who stays when things are hard, angels may have sent them to help your broken places mend a little at a time. They may be a teacher. Angels work like teachers too. There are lessons that no book can give you. A person might push you, test you, stretch you. A teacher may be stern or kind. They might force you to face a fear, or show you a new way to love. Angels sometimes place lessons in the form of people, because lessons burned into the heart last longer than lessons learned in a classroom. Sometimes the person is a spark. Angels plant sparks in human lives. A spark is short and bright. It might be the friend who tells you one sentence and you suddenly decide to move cities. It might be the stranger who laughs at your idea, and because of that laugh, you finally try a song, a painting, a business. Sparks may not stay, but they light fires that keep burning long after the meeting ends. Other times, they are guardians. Angels send guardians who do not always look perfect. A guardian may be messy and kind, tired and brave. They show up in small ways, defending you quietly, calling to check if you are home, sending a message when you need it most. They may not wear wings, but their actions have the shape of angels. If someone shows up like a shield in the dark, thank the sky for that person. Angels often hide in human kindness. And sometimes the person is meant to teach you how to say goodbye. Angels know the weight of endings. They do not send goodbyes to hurt you. They send endings to teach you how to carry love without clinging to what was. A painful goodbye is a lesson in holding memory and letting go. When someone leaves, you do not lose what they gave you. You carry it in your chest, sometimes as a scar that reminds you of what you learned, sometimes as a warmth that keeps you going. There are meetings meant to awaken your purpose. Angels are fierce about purpose. When an angel sees a gift sleeping inside you, It nudges your path so that you will meet the person who will call that gift forward. This person may say something like, "You should teach that," or "You have a voice." Their words can open a map of chances. Trust the pull. God's timing may seem odd, but angels know the right moment to place a teacher before a student, a partner before a dream, a friend before a leap. You might meet someone whose presence is a small reminder that you are not alone. Angels love to send these reminders: a shared umbrella in a sudden rain, a note that says, "I'm thinking of you," a hand that squeezes yours in a crowded room. These small things are soft angelic signs that the world is holding you. When your heart feels empty, remember that angels send people to paint light back into your life. Forgiveness is an instrument angels hand gently to human hands. Angels know that forgiveness frees you, not the person who hurt you. They watch as bitterness sits heavy in chests, and then they lift a small bird of mercy into the room and ask you to let it fly. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean staying in harm. It means you let go of poison that keeps you small. When someone comes who forces you to forgive, think, "I forgive for me, so my heart can breathe again." And then there are lessons about boundaries. Angels are careful teachers. They may place a person in your life to show you where you have given too much, where your lines blur, where you need to say a clean no. This person's actions may sting because they reveal your edges, but that sting is not punishment. It is an invitation to draw a clear line around your life so that love can be healthy and strong. Saying no is not being unkind. It can be holy. Sometimes the arrival tests your faith. Angels do not delight in storms, but they know storms teach things the calm never can. A person may come who challenges what you believe, who seems to pull the ground from under your feet. In that shaking, you must find your own steady. Faith is a choice to keep walking when the path is foggy. Angels stand near, whispering not to pretend the fear is gone, but to remember what has been true in your bones. Let me tell you a small scene the angels showed me. Two people sit on a park bench. One is old, one is young. The old one drops a faded letter. The young one picks it up and asks, "Is this yours?" The old one tells a story of a lost love and a missed chance. The young one listens, and then, that night, writes a message they had been scared to send. A simple hour on a bench changed both lives. Angels love these small stitches. They sew people together with short threads that later grow into warm cloth. Sometimes you are the one angel sent to someone else. Maybe you feel ordinary. Maybe you think you have nothing to give. Angels disagree. They see how a single steady presence, the person who brings tea, the person who answers calls, the person who remembers names, can become a lighthouse. You may be the person who gives another the courage to go on. You do not have to be a hero. You only need to be present. Angels help with the rest. There are times when a person is a mirror so sharp it hurts. They show you habits you have been excusing for years. They make visible the ways you hide behind busyness, the ways you avoid real feeling. This hurts because it is honest. Angels will not break you. They help you wake. If someone triggers deep pain, breathe. Let the pain be a door. Past that door is work and healing, and sometimes a new way of being. The angels also send teachers of joy. If life has layered you in gray, a person with a laugh that breaks through will arrive. They remind you that joy is necessary. It rebuilds tired hearts. If someone makes you laugh until your ribs ache, accept that gift. Angels delight when humans remember how to play. There are people who come to show you the kind of love that can last. They build slow, steady trust. They remember things you forget. They are the ones who do the small, hard work every day. Angels smile when they see couples who choose each other again and again in the small moments. Love kept is love multiplied. If you find someone willing to stand for the long days, tend that love as if it were a garden. You will meet people who need mercy. Mercy differs from forgiveness. Mercy is a gentle staying, even when someone does not deserve it. It is not weakness. It is strength that refuses to be bitter. Angels show mercy because they understand how fragile people can be. Sometimes you will be called to show mercy. Know that mercy is brave. Sometimes the person who crosses your path teaches you to leave. Angels do not always ask you to hold on. Sometimes they ask you to let go. This may be because the relationship takes more than you can give, because the other person cannot or will not change, or because your life must go in a different direction. Leaving can feel like failure, but angels know leaving can be wisdom. There is dignity in an honest exit. When it is time to go, do so with kindness and truth. Angels respect your choice. They nudge. They do not force. Free will is the heart of life. You are allowed to choose love or to walk away. Angels only help you hear your own voice. They will not pull your strings. If you feel a pull towards someone, check your heart. If you feel tired and pulled thin, allow rest. Angels honor rest as much as they honor brave steps. Timing confuses people. Angels see time like a long river, not a clock. Sometimes you meet someone before you are ready to accept what they bring. Sometimes a person comes years after you need them, and you only see their gift later. Do not punish yourself for missing a moment. Angels watch over second chances. If you miss something, there is more life to live. The angels work in seasons. If you wonder how to hear angels in your life, they said, listen for small things. A song that suddenly matters. A line in a book that makes tears come. A dream that shows up again and again. Often angels speak in hints. A sudden image, a chill, a thought that will not leave you. Sit quietly. Ask. Breathe. The answers may come not as words, but as feelings and faces. The angels gave a practice to help you see the role someone plays. Imagine your life as a garden. Some people are trees. They shade and shelter you for years. Some are flowers, short, bright, fragrant for a season. Some are seeds, small and hidden, needing time to grow. Ask, is this person a tree, a flower, or a seed? If a tree, water the roots. If a flower, enjoy the bloom and learn what it taught you. If a seed, be patient and watch what grows. Angels love metaphors because they make mysterious truths simple. Keep a small book by your bed. Every night, write one short line about the person who crossed your path that day. It can be one word, a color, a quote. Over weeks, you will see patterns. The angels call themselves patient map makers. That little book will show you what you might not notice in a single moment. You will learn who tends your garden and who merely passes. When anger flares, angels offer a breathing exercise. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, breathe out for 4. Name the anger aloud if you can. Saying the name takes its power away. The angels say voice brings light. Once you can see the feeling, you can move it. This practice is small and simple but strong. There will be times when someone says things that cut like glass. The angel told me those cuts often point to work you need. Let them hurt, then let them teach. Do not collect shame. Do not let someone else's words become the map of your worth. Angels remind you that your value is not decided by a moment. Sometimes your meeting teaches you what you cannot change. You may meet a person who cannot step into the life you dream of. This is not failure. It is a fact. Angels ask you to accept facts without bitterness. When 2 paths diverge, it is not always because one person is wrong. It can be because the paths are not the same. Hold what was good. Walk away with grace. The angels told me that sometimes people appear to break you open so new parts of you can grow. Pain can become a portal. A relationship that ends painfully can leave you raw, but real. In the raw, you learn honesty. You learn how to ask for help. You learn how to make small promises and keep them. Angels stand close in those moments. They fold their wings around your fear and whisper, keep going. Be gentle with yourself when you do not understand. The angel said, life is a long learning. You will make mistakes. You will hurt and be hurt. Forgive yourself first. Angels rejoice when people offer themselves mercy. If you are the one who hurt someone else, angels ask you to make small amends. A sincere word, a clear apology, a changed habit, these are the tools. Pride can block healing. Angels call you to softness when softness will help repair a heart. Small acts of repair matter. Make rituals. Light a candle when you want to remember. Walk to the place where you first met and breathe. Say a prayer for that person, even if they have left. Rituals need not be public. They only need to be honest. Angels like when humans make small, sacred routines. There are relationships that teach you to hold two things at once, truth and compassion. You can say a hard thing and still be kind. You can protect yourself and still see the other person's pain. Angels love this balance. It is holy work. When you practice both truth and compassion, you become a place where broken hearts can learn to be whole again. The angels also love stories of gratitude. Try a simple practice. Each night, name one thing you learned from the people you met that day. Maybe it is patience. Maybe it is a new recipe. Maybe it is the memory of a laugh. Gratitude does not erase pain. It simply changes how pain sits in your chest. Over time, gratitude will turn raw things into lessons. There are times when the person you meet is not for you at all. This can sting because our hearts hope they will be everything. Angels help you see when a person is not right for the road you are on. Letting go in those cases is brave. It is okay to admit someone is not for you. Admit it kindly. Speak it with truth. If you decide to stay, stay on purpose. Stay because you have chosen that person, not because fear keeps you. Stay with clear lines, with promises you can keep, with honesty as the bedrock. Angels cheer when people build life with intention. They know that steady love rebuilds neighborhoods and families. There will be people who need the lessons you carry from your hard days. Share gently. You do not need to fix everyone. Sometimes your story is the map another person needs to see. A whispered, "Me too," can make a lonely heart breathe. Angels sometimes place you as a lantern on another person's path. You do not need to be bright. Just hold your small light steady. When the angels brought me the image of grief, it was simple. A night with no moon and a single lamp in a window. The lamp is a person who remembers your name when the world forgets. If someone sits with you in moonless nights, they are a gift. If you are the lamp, let your light be steady and true. Angels say even one warm light changes the dark. If you are confused about the signs, the angels gave a clear rule. Actions speak louder than words. Anyone can say they care. Time and habit show truth. Watch what people do when it is hard. Do they show up? Do they stay? Do they remember? Angels prefer steady habits to sudden promises. Sometimes angels use people to teach courage. You may be asked to act brave, not because you are perfect, but because someone needs you to try. Maybe a child needs to see you ask for help. Maybe a friend needs you to set a boundary. Courage can be small. Take one brave step. The angels will hum behind you. There are meetings that remind you of your worth. Someone may tell you a truth you already suspected. You are kind, you are capable, you matter. Angels like to send mirrors of this sort. Receive their words. Keep them like seeds. Plant them in your chest and care for them. When you face temptation, ask for a sign. Angels sometimes send small warnings, a tightness in the chest, a sudden cold, a flash of memory. Those are your guides. Honor them. You do not have to explain. Simply act in line with what keeps your heart safe. If you are scared to act, begin small. The angel likes small beginnings. Write one line, make one phone call, say one apology. Small acts add up. They pull you forward. The future is not built by giant leaps only. It is built by daily small work. Angels watch every small step and cheer. Do this practice. Imagine the person as a character in a short play. What role do they play? Are they the lover, the teacher, the friend, the test? When you name the role, you can decide how to respond. If they are a test, what will you learn? If they are a teacher, what will you study? Angels love when we name things clearly. Sometimes the angel's message is quiet. Be kind. Kindness costs little and gives much. If you are angry, choose a kind word. If you are hurt, choose a kind pause. Angels gather when humans choose gentleness. If someone shows you their true face and you do not like it, trust your body. Your body remembers things your mind tries to forget. If your stomach tightens or your heart races, listen. That feeling is a bell. Angels ring it to help you notice danger. Do not be ashamed of body warnings. They are gifts. There will be moments when you wish the angel had been louder. You will wish for a sign like thunder. The angels do not shout because loud signs would steal your choice. Quiet helps you decide. If you ask for help, they will send a small answer. Be willing to accept small answers. When you think of prayer, think of a simple breath. Prayer is not only words. It is the act of turning your face towards something larger. A short plea at a window, a whispered, "Help me," a hand on your heart. These are prayers. Angels hear small prayers. They respond with small miracles. If you have lost someone who was sent to you for a reason, remember the lessons. Grief can hollow you for a while. Let grief do its work. Angels sit beside you then, not to hurry you, but to keep you company. Over time, the grief will shape you in new ways. It will not disappear, but it will change from sharp to a steady memory. If someone hurt you badly, the angels ask you to seek help. Forgiveness is powerful, but help can be practical. A friend, a counselor, legal steps when harm is serious. Angels do not replace human help. They work alongside it. Use what is there for you. Sometimes, angels show you that love is not only given, but also received. If someone reaches to you, take their hand sometimes. This does not mean you lose yourself. It means you let life into you. Angels celebrate in people both give and receive. Make a small ritual for endings. When someone leaves, light a small candle or write a short note and then fold it away. Endings need closure. Closure does not erase what happened, but it helps you move forward. Angels taught that endings can be blessings if we let them be taught lessons. If you are tempted to stay somewhere because you fear being alone, remember that being alone is not the same as being lonely. You can learn to be whole with your own company. Angels will sit with you as you learn. The world will not be empty if you walk away from the wrong door. There are other doors. If you choose a person and they choose you back, build slowly. Promise what you can keep. Speak honestly about small things. The small truths build trust. Angels watch when people build slowly and bless those who keep promises. There are times when the angel will show you the future in a small flash. You may see a child's face, an old photograph, a job you will do. These images are not fixed maps. They are possibilities. Use them as guides, not chains. Angels want you to have hope, not fear. When you feel overwhelmed, make a soft list of needs: sleep, food, a friend, a doctor. Take the smallest item and do it first. Angels like tidy steps. They celebrate small, completed tasks because those tasks steady you. If a relationship has been full of lies, angels ask for truth. Speak the truth, even if it shakes things. Lies rot what could be grown. Truth may hurt at first, but gives room to grow. Angels love the courage of truth. If you find yourself forgiving, celebrate quietly. Forgiveness is a victory of soul over hurt. Angels sing when people free themselves from chains. Remember to say thank you to the people who stayed. A simple thank you can be a gift that keeps giving. If someone has given you time, say it. Angels notice gratitude and multiply it. The angels often said one last small thing. Pay attention. Most miracles come disguised as small choices. Notice who brings light into rooms and who leaves shadows. Notice who repeats kindness and who repeats harm. Notice how your body feels around them. These things matter. If ever you are unsure, whisper this prayer. Angel of light, show me what I need to see. Help me choose what keeps my heart alive. Say it quietly. Then listen. The answer may come in a hush, a call, a sudden memory. Angels answer softly. You were put in someone's path for a reason. The reason could be to heal, to teach, to hurt and then heal, to awake, to give you joy, to teach you courage, to help you say goodbye, to show what true love looks like, or to be the one who learns. Angels use people in many ways. Their work is gentle, patient, and wise. Before we close, know this. You are not broken beyond mending. The angels sit with your breaks like careful healers. They do not rush. They let light in slowly. They will not force you to become someone you are not. They will only ask you to be honest with your heart. One small habit angels love. Write a single sentence every night about one person you met. Keep it simple. After a month, read the sentences. Patterns will appear. You will see who helps you, who hurts you, who teaches you. Angels love quiet maps. Another small habit, when confusion comes, breathe and ask one question. What does my heart need right now? The answer may be rest, distance, a talk, or a kind self-step. Act on the smallest clear need. Angels support small action. If you are the one who must leave, do so with honor. Say the truth kindly. Don't drag out a goodbye to avoid pain. Clean endings make room for new beginnings. Angels teach that sometimes the kindest thing is a clear goodbye. If you stay, keep tending. Love is not an event. It is work. Feed it with small acts. Show up for the small days. The angels collect those small days and make them into a life that matters. When you meet someone who is cruel, do not try to fix them alone. Seek help. Angels wrap you with courage, but they also ask you to use the help that people offer. No one should carry dangerous weights alone. If you are afraid of missing a sign, practice small noticing. Look up from your phone when you walk. Listen to the tone of someone's voice. Feel your body. Angels are patient. They will not punish a missed sign. They will keep sending small lights. Finally, remember this. Angels are not a reason to stop acting. They are companions. They do not take your choices away. You must still choose. But you are not alone when you choose. An angel sits at the edge of your decisions, watching with soft eyes and ready hands. Close with this prayer if you like. Angel of mercy, sit with me. Help me see the truth in the people I meet. Give me courage to choose what keeps my heart safe. Show me when to stay and when to go. Amen. Say it at the window, or in bed, or on your knees. The angels will hear you. You were placed in that person's path for a reason. Let the reason become a teacher. Let it carve a little more truth out of you. Let it make room for more kindness. Let it teach you to forgive, to set borders, to laugh, to build, to be brave, and to leave gracefully when needed. The angels do not promise that every path will be easy. They promise to walk near. That is a kind of miracle. Keep watching for small lights. Keep writing the lines in your book. Keep breathing when it hurts. Keep saying yes to the little good things and no to the things that dim your soul. The angels will keep whispering. You are never alone. You are never too broken. You are always loved.